My diabetic son called me crying. My wife said, I took away his insulin pump because he didn't do his chores. He can have it back after dinner. I replied, stay right there. Then I called 911 for child endangerment and rushed home with police. When she tried to tell the officers it was just parenting. I'm 34, software engineer. My son Jake is 9. Diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at 6. 3 years of managing it. 3 years knowing one mistake could kill him. My wife Angela is 32. After Jake's diagnosis, she got frustrated with midnight glucose checks. Said I was babying him. Then she started using his diabetes as punishment. Delay his snacks when his blood sugar was dropping. Make him wait 30 minutes for talking back. I'd lose it. She'd say she was teaching him consequences. I told her you don't withhold food from a diabetic child. She'd cry, say it was hard. I'd back down. 2 months ago, Jake told me mom took his pump that morning because he didn't make his bed. I found Angela in the kitchen. Asked what the hell she was thinking. I said he's 9 with a disease that could kill him without insulin. She said I was being dramatic, that the school nurse had insulin. I told her if she ever touched his medical equipment again, I'd leave. She said, you'd break up our family over this? I said I'd do whatever it takes to keep Jake safe. Yesterday I was at work. Big presentation. Phone on silent. Got out to 7 missed calls from Jake. Called him back. He was crying. Dad, please come home. I can't find my pump. Mom took it. My sugar's getting high. I don't feel good. Asked to speak to Angela. She said, Jake didn't do his chores. Backpack on the floor. So I took his pump. He can have it back after dinner at 6. It's 4 p.m. I said, give him the pump now. She said no, that I always let him get away with everything. I said, Angela, he's diabetic. She said, he's not going to die in 2 hours. Stop being dramatic. Hung up. Dialed 911. Told them my wife took my diabetic son's insulin pump as punishment. His blood sugar was rising. Got in my car. Drove 80 in a 45. Called Jake back. Said, buddy, I'm coming. Police are coming. He said, Dad, I'm scared. I feel shaky. Kept him talking. His voice got quieter, more confused. Pulled in same time as 2 police cars and an ambulance. Jake was pale, sweating, shaking. Monitor reading 310 and climbing. Angela looked shocked. Why did you call the police? I said you took a diabetic child's insulin pump. That's child endangerment. She said, I was teaching him a lesson. You overreacted. Officer asked her to confirm she'd removed the pump. She said, yes, but only for 2.5 hours. He wasn't going to die. Officer asked where it was. She hesitated. You're treating me like a criminal. Officer repeated, ma'am, retrieve the insulin pump now. She pulled it out, handed it to the paramedic. He attached it to Jake immediately. Paramedic looked at Angela. This child could have gone into diabetic ketoacidosis. That's a medical emergency. She said he needs consequences. Paramedic said, this child could have died. Officer asked if I wanted to press charges. I looked at Jake, still shaking. Said yes, absolutely. Angela's face went white. Over parenting? I said you withheld life-saving equipment. That's abuse. Officer said, you're under arrest for child endangerment. She screamed. Officers walked her out in handcuffs. Jake was taken to the hospital. ER doctor said another hour and we'd be looking at a different situation. CPS showed up. Jake told her everything about the other times. Filed for divorce the next day. Custody hearing scheduled. My lawyer played the 911 call. Played Jake's call where he was crying. Called the paramedic. He said blood glucose over 300. Another hour and we'd be looking at DKA. Explained to the court. Confusion, coma, death. Judge looked at Angela. You put your need to control above his need to live. That's abuse. Granted me full custody. She got supervised visitation weekly. Angela violated it twice. Arrested both times. Criminal trial took 3 months. Experts testified withholding insulin was life-threatening. One doctor said based on Jake's weight, he had maybe 2 hours before DKA. Angela took the pump at 3:30. Said he couldn't have it until after 6 p.m. He would have been in DKA. Jury found her guilty. 2 years probation. Lost all custody. She violated probation within 6 months trying to pick Jake up. Went to jail for 90 days. Jake's doing better. Sees a therapist twice weekly. His A1C levels are the best they've been. Angela sends letters. Jake doesn't read them. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Jake asked last week why mom did it. Why she cared more about a backpack than whether he lived. I said sometimes people get so focused on control they forget what matters. He said that's dumb. I said yeah buddy it is. People ask if I overreacted. If calling 911 was extreme. Then I remember Jake's voice. Scared. Shaking. Begging me to come home. I did the right thing. I do it again. Every time. My son's life is not a negotiation tool. Jake is alive. He's safe. That's what matters.